Book Summary. Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson. Introduction. Steve Jobs was one of the most iconic and innovative entrepreneurs of our time. He was the co-founder and CEO of Apple Inc., and he is credited with creating some of the most popular and influential technology products in history, including the Macintosh computer, the iPod, the iPhone, and the iPad. Steve Jobs was a complex and controversial figure. He was known for his brilliance, his vision, and his demanding leadership style. He was also known for his temper and his perfectionism. In his book, Steve Jobs, Walter Isaacson provides a comprehensive and insightful look at Jobs' life and career. Isaacson interviewed Jobs over 40 times, and he also spoke to hundreds of Jobs' family members, friends, and colleagues. The book is a fascinating read, and it provides a unique glimpse into the mind of one of the most creative and innovative minds of our time. Synapses. Steve Jobs was born in San Francisco, California, in 1955. He was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs, and he grew up in Mountain View, California. Jobs met Steve Wozniak in 1971, and the two friends started Apple Computer in Jobs' garage in 1976. Apple's first product was the Apple I, a personal computer that was sold to hobbyists. In 1977, Apple released the Apple II, which was a more powerful and user-friendly personal computer. The Apple II was a huge success, and it helped to make Apple one of the leading personal computer companies in the world. In 1984, Apple released the Macintosh, the first personal computer to be sold with a graphical user interface. The Macintosh was a revolutionary product, and it helped to popularize the use of computers in the home and office. In 1985, Jobs was forced out of Apple after a power struggle with the company's board of directors. Jobs then founded Next Computer, a company that developed high-end workstations for businesses. In 1996, Apple acquired Next Computer, and Jobs returned to Apple as CEO. Under Jobs' leadership, Apple released a string of hit products, including the iMac, the iPod, the iPhone, and the iPad. Jobs died in 2011 at the age of 56. Chapter Y's notable quotes. Chapter 1, The Adoption. I've had a lot of failures in my life, and I've learned a lot from them. Chapter 2, The Garage. The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Chapter 3, The Apple II. We're on the verge of a revolution in the way people work and live. Chapter 4, The Macintosh. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Chapter 5, The Exile. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Chapter 6, The Return. You can't just ask customers what they want and then give it to them. By the time you get it built, they'll want something new. Chapter 7, The iPod. People don't want to hear about me. They want to talk about their iPods. Chapter 8, The iPhone. We are on a mission to make the world a better place through technology. Chapter 9, The iPad. Innovation is not about saying yes to everything. It is about saying no to almost everything. Chapter 10, The Last Legacy. I've lived a full life. I've done what I've always wanted to do. And I've had more fun than anyone could possibly have. Reviews. Steve Jobs was a New York Times bestseller, and it received rave reviews from critics. A masterful biography of one of the most transformative figures of our time. The Wall Street Journal. An essential read for anyone who wants to understand the rise of Silicon Valley and the future of technology. The Washington Post. A fascinating and insightful portrait of a complex and brilliant man. The New York Times. Outro. Steve Jobs is a must-read for anyone interested in technology, entrepreneurship, or innovation. Isaacson's book is a comprehensive and insightful look at the life and career of one of the most important figures of our time. Request to subscribe. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe to my blog for more book reviews and book summaries. I will be writing about a variety of books, including biographies.